freak, and we are back in the studio. I'm going to give it 10 minutes on the blower. It's your boy Ali Rashid, motivational athlete, and we got.
Yo, it's Bearded Mo. Is that one? Was that too enthusiastic?
No, that was brilliant. He came all the way from the back like a javelin. He threw it hard, mate. He's actually smashed the camera. Hulk smash. Check the top out. Show us the top. Yes, we're ready to Hulk smash. He's wearing my t-shirt with my picture on, and he's repping. I like that. It's called representation. No. But yeah, today, what do you mean now? I'm dissing the brother. There's me giving all the gas, and my man just put the needle in the balloon. Anyway, today we're talking about schools.
Yeah, so today we're going to be speaking about return to schools. Is it too soon? Is it a good idea? What they should be doing. So I think they'll be returning to schools. Have they started?
They have started. They've returned to school this week gone, and we are now putting this vlog out because everything's been misplaced. The gates, different kids are going in through different gates. There's roadworks wherever you go. Timing slots. You know, you got a couple of siblings in the same school. You got issues. One's going at Harper State. The other one's going at 10 to 9, what do you think they are? People are going to go back and forth and let someone sit in the car for 20 minutes and then hold his hand for 20 minutes and you walk down and you walk down.
Okay, so before we get into the details, shall we speak about whether it's too soon to go back to school?
Yeah, of course we can. What do you think?
I think, personally, I don't think it is too soon to go back to school because we
about 6 months off!
But exactly, they need to go back into school sooner or later. And I don't know if it's just me, when you're not writing down on a piece of paper for 2-3 months, you forget how to, not forget how to write, but your handwriting's off, and you know what I mean, you need to get back into that rhythm. And I don't think there's going to be a vaccine coming anytime soon, so why not just get him back into school right now?
You know, the way you got to see it is, it's been 6 months, it's been like March, since March, April, May, June, July, August, September, now it's been 6 months. 6 months of changes. Children have grew through adolescence, and some kids have gone taller, bigger, fatter. You know, there's so much changes going on with kids. Then they're going back to school, and it's like the routine. They've been going. Kids used to go to sleep at 9, half 9. They've been going to sleep at half 11, 12 o'clock.
Whoa.
Getting up at like 10 o'clock. You know, now they have to go shock to the system. They've had the longest 6-week holidays in the world of all time. You know, we used to have 6 weeks and we used to think, yo, that was long.
Exactly.
But
do you think it's a good idea to go back now though?
I think personally, it's like, the way they've done it, they're trying to get all the kids back into school, but they've got, you know, spacing in between.
Yeah.
You know, you coming through one gate, you can't have your hands in front of you when you talk, you have to have hands behind your back.
Really?
Yeah, some children, some school. And then
is that a one-way system?
Yeah, one-way system, but you have to have masks around the corridor when it's too busy and stuff. They're not emphasising masks in the room, but there has to be some ventilation coming in and out of the rooms.
Yeah.
You know, there's also like, you can't shake hands and stuff like that. So nowadays, all that gang signs are coming on that. Yeah, like. Yeah, me it's just simple like this. If you know, you know. Hashtag, you put it in what it is. We don't need to say no more.
Cool.
You know what
yeah, so I thought.
You know what the hashtag is?
What was it? Ivala. No,
yeah.
was it?
Ertugrad. What's wrong with this guy?
Oh yeah. Oh.
Hashtag forget about it.
Forget about it. Forget about it.
Let's go.
Yeah. So yeah, the masks. I thought they've done a full YouTube. I've not really been reading too much about it because it doesn't really
concern
affect me. Yeah, it doesn't really.
Because he's just left school last year. He's all right now.
Yeah, exactly. Just about got through it. But I thought they've done a complete U-turn, but you're saying they have to walk through corridors.
No, what it is, in certain counties, it's mandatory to have masks on, like Scotland and places like that.
Okay.
But because Derby's not been hit with the, with the whatever you want to call it, they're not been hit with it again, or the numbers ain't as high, they're not really implementing it because a lot of people have been getting it in work-related environments and offices and stuff. So what they're doing is, because classrooms are like offices, so they're actually separating like 30 children. Instead of 30, you'll get 15 in a class and stuff like that. And then the masks, because the environment, if they've got ventilation coming in through like windows and stuff, there's certain do's and don'ts. Masks are not mandatory in Derby. So that's the first thing. But unless you're walking through corridors where it's like lunchtime and places like that, then you have to wear a mask.
Okay, so you know, I remember when I was back in school, right? each class, there weren't many like spare classrooms. So you're saying they've reduced the capacity down from 30 to 15. What they do? Are they teaching outside or they?
No, I think they're on a rota. Like they do half an hour. Like some of the classes have gone down from like an hour to half an hour kind of stuff, and then they're switching it around. I don't know how they're really doing it.
So is it from this is 9 to 4?
Because still hit and learn, and they're trying to get it right.
Yeah.
I know there's been loads of meetings with teachers who have been like inset days to kind of get it right of what they're supposed to be doing about guiding kids back into school. And then the other thing is, like with certain schools, it's a bit more harsher in conditions. Not every school, the head teacher kind of governs with the governors on how they're going to implement the different kind of strategies for kids to maneuver around, because of different buildings or in different places. You got, so it's loads going on. But who I feel sorry for are the children, and I tell you why. As well as the parents, we've had it hard for 6 months, mate. So forget about it. Hashtag, yeah. But it's like, who I feel sorry for at this precise time is the children, because they've gone from a 6-month holiday, and have you realised there's been no cold for 6 months? No one's caught a cold for 6 months.
Yeah.
Now they're going to go back, everyone's going to be catching colds again.
Yeah, so what I think is, right, like, I think it's good that they're going back, but I think because of this, there's going to be a second wave. So they've been speaking about the second wave in the winter. I think this is going to be the cause of it, because they've got no choice. The kids have to go back. I do, in a way, feel bad for the government, because they're getting pressure about the kids. So they're just letting the kids go back. They're doing the best they can. And I think the second wave is going to happen because of this. And I think we're just going to have to get used to this. And this is the new normal.
You know what it is? The other thing, like, you know, you can kind of implement strategies amongst older children, like maybe year 7, 8, 9 upwards. But what about the young ones that are going into school for the first time, like the year 4s, 5s, 6s? You can't really say don't touch your face or don't. They're going to be catching it and passing on to the other siblings if they've got siblings, or straight directly to the parents. Parents, you got to understand that there is testing kits for COVID-19, and you got to go online and register with NHS. But
no, you don't.
No,
because I did it. Because last week I wasn't feeling too well. Last weekend.
Yo, why didn't you tell me this before you come in the studio, bro?
No, it turns out I wasn't feeling too great. So my wife wasn't feeling too great, but then I went for a COVID test.
Where did you go? How did you
I went to, basically, if you go onto the government, no, it's the government website, you just type into Google, it's into the government website actually, and they give you the nearest locations. That you could either do a drive-through, or you could do, like, you go into the centre. We chose for the drive-through, which is Nottingham, so about a half an hour drive. Went there, they did the little test. I did a little recording for myself as well. I'll show you that after. So they did a little testing, little swab testing, and they get back to you in 24 hours. It come back negative, alhamdulillah. But
hashtag alhamdulillah.
But yeah. So the thing is though, so that in a way is great. 24 hours you get your news back. But apparently they're gonna bump that up now, so you get you find out in about.
But do they charge you anything? Is it free testing?
No, it's completely free. I think if they do charge you, it'll put people off, so that's why they're doing it for free.
So if kids are going to school and they feel off while they're in the school, I've got classrooms where they can segregate kids until the parents pick them up and stuff. So there are these measures taking place. But honestly, I would be worried as a parent, because I know for a fact that this thing ain't over. So you got to be still have that due diligence that you got to know that this can happen, and someone can walk into your house who has COVID or symptoms. So be very, very, very careful of how you're going to move it. I feel sorry for the parents, mothers more than the fathers, because they're the ones who are always handling the children. But we have 1 minute left, so let us know what your thoughts are, how your children are settled back to school. If you're watching this, if you've got children, if you haven't got children, get some children. You can't buy them, so you know what I'm saying. Get married, halala.
So anyway, that's all from us today. If you guys enjoyed this podcast, be sure to drop a like, comment down below what you thought of this podcast, what your comments are, what you thought of this podcast.
Right, stop it, and most of all, subscribe.
Peace.
Peace.